What's up, Dris? It's Conor, your favourite coach. Um, Here I am with a surprise podcast. Who saw that coming for your Saturday afternoon, maybe, or possibly evening, or maybe I won't get this uploaded at all. I don't know. I haven't used YouTube in years. You might be wondering, why is Conor doing a secret podcast? Well, I could explain it, or we could just get into it. I think you'll figure out what I'm doing pretty quickly. So here we go. Fuck.
Rankings. Rankings. Rankings.
Connor's
Power Rankings.
There we are. It's Connor's Power Rankings. Because Rob Fay had a runny nose or something, so he said he couldn't do it. So here I am, doing the Power Rankings for this week. This is unofficial and unsanctioned. No one asked me to do this. No one probably wants me to do this. But I'm going to do it anyway. So, I'm just going to... I didn't really plan this. Don't have any run schedule. It's going to be pretty random. It's also all going to be done in one take, because I don't know how to edit anymore. I downloaded Avid the other day, opened it up, and I was like, I don't know how to do this. I didn't know how to open a bin, didn't know how to get the timeline up. So, this is probably going to be pretty boring and annoying, but fucky. So, anyway, as Childish Gambino said, let's get into this. There's a drop here.
I'ma go into this. This is Gorilla.
He's right. This is Gorilla Woo. Anyway, let's just start with number 10 in the power rankings for this week is, unsurprisingly, Rob Fay. So, he's not doing too bad in the league, but in terms of just as a person, he's the worst. Shauna is obviously the worst person in the league, even though she's a good record, but she doesn't come at us promising to do a weekly podcast and then not deliver. So for that reason, Rob is last. He's also the worst coach in the league. So I have some evidence here. Most of the people, it's just like a random list. I didn't do any research or anything. It's highly biased. Much as Rob Fay might get accused of being biased in his podcast, this is definitely biased. Positively for me and negatively for everybody else. So yeah, Rob's 10th. 9th in this week's power rankings. We actually have two people, a joint power ranking. So, unsurprisingly, Shauna is 9th. Like I said, even though she has a good record, she's the worst team by far in the league. She's the worst, like, scoring points, I guess, and just in terms of, like, where she finishes in terms of highest scorer each week, she's the worst. So that's Shauna. Joint 9th is Claire. I know she's not in the league anymore. She hasn't been for a couple of years, but I think we can all agree she did suck when she was there. And as also, I threw her in there just as like a mark of disrespect for Rob, to show that he's worse than someone who's not in the league anymore. Might just fly through the rest of these, cause, like I said, just didn't put a lot of thought into them. 8th is Danny, because just his team name is so awful. He deserves to be 8th, just for that. Also, I figured this would annoy him most, being that low. So that's 8th. 7th and 6th is Barry and Michael, respectively. They're doing well, I guess, in the league or whatever, but they're top of my division, which I don't really like. Despite the fact I'm not really a competitive person, I don't like losing, which may surprise you because I should be used to it. But no, I'm not. I'm a sore loser. I'm a pretty salty, sour person. That's all the bad flavours makes up me. So that's Barry and Michael, 7th and 6th. 5th is Martin. Again, he's bottom of his division. Doesn't really impact me. He's not in my division. I don't really care. But he won the last 2 years, so he deserves some disrespect. 4th is John. I can't remember why I put him here. just did. Because my top three, I had kind of reasons for them. John is the only person who I actually want to mention someone on his team. He has James Conor, who won the thing from or he didn't win it, but he was a good reason why he won last week against Rob. So that, again, just more disrespect for Rob, really. Just because funny that he lost his own game versus John. Also gives me an opportunity to play this, because I think it's pretty funny. That was it. Third is Richie, because he actually, like, this is, poor Richie. He's not having luck this year. He has an alright team. He had a good start to the year, but he didn't get any wins. So I feel like this might be kind of a small victory for him, being third in these nonsense power rankings, I guess you might call them. So well done, Richie. Even though you have the worst record in the league, and you're the first person who can't win your division. I don't know. Second is Dell. I put him here because I feel out of everyone, if I showed disrespect to Dell, he would be the person who would find it easiest and probably have the best means of having me murdered. So respect to Dell. Please don't kill me. And then top of this week's power rankings is me. Like I said, this would be biased. These power rankings are my opinion, and in my opinion, I'm the best. So that was it. That's the power rankings for this week. Poor old Rob Fay. He I don't know. He scratched his hand on the door or something like that, so he needed to get a plaster, so he was unable to do them this week. So I took over unwantedly, like Caesar in Rome. He took over and no one wanted it. But look how well that worked out. So maybe this is the end of the Republic and the start of the Empire, and I'll be the Emperor. Well, I guess dictator, but Emperor sounds better. So that was the power rankings. I closed the window where I had the power rankings song lined up for the end. I'll find it again. Here you go.
Ranking.
Connor's.
Power rankings.
Good luck.